getting paid, huh? Stacking that money from the trades, huh? I really do this, I really trade, bro. Hit the markets for $1 million, then I'm laying low. Like a pro, yeah, I'm trading like a pro. Like a pro, taking profit like a pro.
Time to let them know. Bank on the phone, no, I don't need a loan, cause I'm trading like a pro.
We getting paid, huh? Stacking that money from the trades, huh?
We getting paid, stacking that money, I'ma teach you how to trade like
I'ma
a
teach you how to trade, set and forget it. Baby, go handle your business, get off the charts, why you be tripping? Maybe you would get paid if you came, sat and listen. But they be on my page, still broke and be dissing. I don't get it, I got a bank to break. You already know, I went to London, now it's time to hit up Tokyo. Or maybe fly to Mexico, that peso it be hitting. When I find a higher low, that Fibonacci got me litty. Now I'm back up in the city, yeah, teaching you the game. I lace the people up, get the bag, not the fame. Yeah, they say I chase the fortune, I just pray the double portion. Better put your time in, back test it, that's important. When they see you making money, they hate and try to extort you. Scammers be in the group, get it too, watch me poach them. Acting like they be me on IG, I don't know them. And they can't tear down my name, cause I really changed the game. Like a pro, yeah, I'm trading like a pro. Like a pro, taking profit like a pro.
Time to let them know. Bank on the phone, no, I don't need a loan, cause I'm trading like a pro.
We getting paid, huh? Stacking that money from the trades, huh?
We getting paid, stacking that money, I'ma teach you how to trade
like a pro, yeah, I'm trading like a pro. Like a pro, taking profit like a pro.
Time to let them know. Bank on the phone, no, I don't need a loan, cause I'm trading like a pro.
We getting paid, huh? Stacking that money from the trades, huh?
We getting paid, stacking that money, I'ma teach you how to trade like a pro.
Yo, what's up, team? What's going on? Who we got up in here tonight? Lion Nation, what's going on? Mike Trades, what's up, my man? Who else we got up in here? Let me see. DJ Bella, what's that, Bobby? What's going on? Benito, Keandre, what's up? Shout out to y'all. William Barker, what's up? You know I'm gonna lace you up, William. Let's go. Eonia Brown, what's up? It said, what strategy do I use? If I had to sum up what strategy I use, I would say, definitely market structure. Yeah, heavy on the market structure. Supply and demand. All right. Fibonacci. And I would say, of course, I'm using pitchforks. Of course, I'm using the 50 moving average. Of course, I'm using the MACD. Of course, I'm using trend lines. Like, I'm using all of those tools. Of course, I'm using fair value gaps whenever I get a chance to. I'm using all of that stuff. But to put it into a strategy and to call it something, what strategy do I use? It's called FTB. Follow the banks. That's the strategy I use. The FTB strategy. You never heard of it. It's the FTB strategy. Follow the banks. And it's incorporated of market structure, supply and demand, fair value gaps, trend lines, Fibonacci, pitchforks, whatever I need to use to know where the money is going. Now, out of all those things, the tool that will direct me to where the money is really going is going to be supply and demand. It's going to be I want to say, let me see, supply and demand, Fibonacci, the Fibonacci retracement, and the Fibonacci extension. That's going to let me know where the market is going. All right. And pitchforks. Pitchforks is going to let me know where the market is going as well. So those three is going to help me track where the money is going. The rest of them, trend lines, fair value gaps, imbalances in the market, all of that stuff is going to help me time my entries. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much my strategy in a nutshell. How was you able to hold a trade for a week? Shout out to Lion Nation. How was you able to hold a trade for a week? The only way I'm able to hold a trade for a week is if I find it from the daily and even looking at the weekly. All right. There's no way that you're going to be able to confidently hold a trade for a week if you're just scalping and then you want to all of a sudden hold it. You're scalping on a 30-minute chart. You're scalping on an hour chart. Or let's just say you're day trading. Even day trading. Finding a trade setup on the hour chart. All right? That ain't going to really cut it. It's not really going to cut it. You're going to have to go to the daily chart and pretty much find your setup from there. And then from there, it allows you to hold it. But you definitely got to look at the weekly as well. All right. That's really the only way you're going to be able to confidently. Now, you can, I remember back in my early days where I had a demo account and I took a 10-cent lot size, held that boy for three weeks and ended up having like $400 off the 10-cent lot size. I'm talking about held a trend for this big. That was by luck. That was because I had 5 demo accounts, took a trade out, and forgot I left that trade running. There I go next month. That boy, $400 off a 10-cent lot size. And then you go stunting like, yeah, look what I did. Look, hey, have anybody ever done that in y'all beginning stages where you had all these demo accounts, took a trade on all of them, forgot to close out one and let it run? Have anybody did that? I'm like, man, I wish I would have did something like that on my real account. You feel me? Like, I wish I would have did that on my real account. But, nah, hey, we be too scared on that real money. We ain't hold nothing for no money on no real money. But have anybody done that, though? Let me know. Yeah, Lion Nation said facts, brother. You locked in. I'm telling you. I take my demo seriously. Absolutely. You got to. Hey, but it was a point of time where I was doing that, but now absolutely. Hey, look. Any trade I take, anything that I do. Now, matter of fact, I'm about to open up a demo account. I said this in my last live. I'm about to open up a demo account. It's going to be for futures. All right. But like the rest of this year, give me some time to focus and hone in on what I'm trying to do with the futures. I'm a forex trader. All right. But I'm going to be dibbling and dabbling into futures now. So I'm spending the rest of this year to focus on it. We come February, March, I'm going to be doing the futures, and I'm gonna start a demo account of, what did I say last time?
I think it was like 20,000 or something.
I think you muted.
I think you were saying like 20,000, 100,000.
Okay. So 20,000. No, did I say? I didn't say 20,000. I said 1,000.
1,000?
Yeah, I'm doing 1,000.
Why so small?
Because everybody is not, majority of people is not starting out with 20,000. They starting out with 1,000. Some people starting out with 500. I'm not doing no 500 though.
That's too long.
I really want to start with 20,000, y'all. Look, if I start out with a demo account on futures and to really like show y'all how to really grow it, what would be more realistic for y'all? What would be more relatable? Would it be $1,000, 10,000, 5,000, 20,000? Like, what is the? Put a poll up for me.
I don't think I can do that. I gotta sign into your account. And
Let me see.
you gotta start that up.
How you do that?
You gotta give me like admin or something.
No. I got you. Like, let me know.
Lion Nation said 500 to 1,000.
500 to 1,000.
Collins said that as well.
Okay, so 500 to 1,000. All right.
TJ said 1,000 to 10,000.
1,000 to 10,000. Okay, so hey, keep an eye out on that number as people put it in. But let me know what y'all thinking. Yeah, because it's gonna be a challenge for me, because if I'm gonna trade futures, like, let me tell you the process of this. Okay, so everybody seems to like futures. I stay with forex, but people are losing and struggling with futures. Well, I'm going to continue to keep back testing because I think that I'm going to do well in futures. And if people need help in futures, like they do in forex, well, I want to be able to help you if I can be some help. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the rest of this year mastering the futures market, which shouldn't be too hard because I'm already skillful in what I do already. And then I'm going to create a demo account. See, this is the process. I can't just jump out and start trying to help y'all when I ain't even went through my process first. So then I'm going to open up that demo account, and if I successfully pass through that demo account, and which I want y'all to come with me on this journey. I'm going to figure out how can I bring y'all with me. I might set aside a different group or something just for the futures group. You feel me? Like, or just go into my Discord. Skip it, man. Just go into my Discord, post the Discord link, join the Discord, and anything that I do with futures on a demo account, I'm gonna post it into the Discord. I can't manage all of these different groups. I want everything in one group. All right. Ever since I put everything in one group, I've been winning. You know what I'm saying? It's not been stressful. All right. So go into my Discord. I'm going to be keeping y'all up to date. And I'm talking about like real time. So I'm going to shoot y'all those future demo trades and show you like what I'm doing. Like, hey, these are my trades for the week. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what that is. That's what I'm going to be doing. So that's my process. Stay locked in. All right. Now, William Baker said what? That's more real for us. What is more real? 150K Apex Pro Challenge? I don't do challenges. Watch my last live. I don't forget them challenges. I ain't doing that. That's too many stipulations. I don't trade like that. Mute that a little bit. Just turn it down a little bit. Yeah. I don't. And I do understand where you coming from. Like, that's more relatable to you. It's the passive challenge, but like that's gonna be stressful for me. I got way too much going on to be trying to follow their rules, and I'm telling you, like, they got so many hidden rules. Like, so I'm gonna go to the website. You're gonna read all of the rules that they have, right? Guess what? That's not the end of the rules. There's hidden rules. There's other rules that they're not even putting on the front page that you got to know about. I don't got time for that. I'm trying to manage my team that's in that's in my forex team that's already into the Discord. I'm trying to make sure I'm winning trades and calling out great signals, and I'm teaching every Sunday at 6 o'clock. I gotta manage that, my family. Like, I want to keep doing these lives. I ain't got time for no challenges, like no prop firm challenges. I need to be able to trade on my own terms. How I want to do it, it's got to be on my own terms, straight up. Fluidity said, what'd he say? I just cashed out 100 pip move on gold. That's crazy. That's crazy. He just cashed out 100 pip move on gold. Oh, because it pulled back. So I'm thinking you mean like 1,000 points, because gold is calculated in points. So if it's 1,000 points, then that'd be, you move the decimal over, it's 100 pips. All right, so I trade forex. So the lot size that I take is a $300 lot size. That is my sweet spot. A $300 lot size. That is 30.0. $300. I try to do 500. The fees get too high, and it just doesn't make sense for me right now with a $400,000 trading capital. It's just not making sense. It's not making sense. I would have to be almost pushing 800,000 for me to creep over into that $500 lot size range. It's not working for me right now. $300 lot size has been beautiful. Fluidity said yes, 1,000 points. That's what's up. 1,000 points. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's beautiful. Hey, y'all. Hey, like this video. Let's get to 65 likes and tap the screen. Hey, heart it up, y'all. Let's see some of them hearts flying through. Let's see them hearts. Hit them hearts. Let's like the video. Let's get it to 65 likes. And then also, if you can share this live stream with 2 friends or on social media, let them know your boy Jay Wayne is live. I'm really trying to grow my channel to over 200,000 subscribers. I know we can do it, but I need y'all help. Y'all help me as I help you. Okay, so I got a good question. So Marcus said, shout out to Marcus Welch. He said, have you made adjustments to your strategy over time? Have I made adjustments to my strategy over time? Absolutely. So I started out with every indicator on my chart, and the indicators was all telling me what to do. Wasn't even looking at price no more. Couldn't even see candles. Okay. So then I basically stripped all that away. And then I stuck with the stochastic. The stochastic indicator. If y'all familiar with it, I got it at like 5, 3, and 3 is my numbers. 5, 3, and 3. And I'm just waiting for the lines to cross over. All right. So what I noticed with that was, and I would use the 50 moving average. So I was using the stochastic and the 50 moving average together. All right. No. I was using the stochastic. Matter of fact, let me show you on the charts. Let me see if I can bring it up, because I think I still got a template of it. This would be a great time to go to the charts. Give me 1 second. Where's all my templates at? Trying to find my templates there. Okay. All right. So I'm about to add it to the chart. And then we had a stochastic. So let me add a stochastic to here. All right, boom. All right, then I'm about to share my chart with y'all. All right, so this is where I started out from the beginning. Well, not from the very beginning, but the next phase of my strategy. So phase 2 of my strategy. So I was like, whenever the 50, and then this is gonna be. This is not a 200. I do not want this to be 200. I want this to be 15. And this is an EMA. You see how tighter it got? And I went with 20. 15 and 50. All right. So now what I was waiting for was when these boys cross over, that's my time to get in. The problem is that I could never get this joint to cross over at the same time. See, that was racking my brain and giving me a headache. The stochastic, it was crossing over here at the bottom. The blue line was crossing above the orange line for a buy. And the white line, which is my exponential moving average, the 15, it had crossed late. So I was getting in late. So I just was racking my brain with that, and it was never working. So then what I ended up doing was then adjusting it. I tweaked it. So now we in phase 3 of my little strategy. And by the way, this was all bull crap. This is all bull crap, but I'm just telling you how it went. So then I would notice that it curled down here, and as long as we were pushing up through the halfway point of the stochastic, which is the 50%, I'm good. That means I'm in the buyer's market. According to the stochastic, I'm above the halfway point. So I was like, okay. So then all I did was just wait for the moving average to cross over, which is the 15 cross over to 50. So once I waited for that to happen, then I would just take a buy because I knew the stochastic was already past the halfway point. That still was giving me fake out reads. It was okay. It started winning a little bit better, but it just wasn't. I knew I was missing something. Yeah, it's delayed. And so I was getting in but the problem is I was getting in late. I was getting in at high points. I was getting in too high, or I was getting in too low. The move had already happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's replay it. All right. So let's see when it's crossed. Okay. So it finally crossed. All right. So now I was getting in moves like this. And sometimes those candles would shoot out really high. So I had terrible risk to reward. And normally I would put my stop loss down here. And you know you got to go a 1-to-1. But guess what? The problem is I wasn't going 1-to-1. I'll take my entry and then catch about a couple pips and get out. So I'm really going in catching a short amount of pips, but then my stop loss, and I'm willing to risk this much, 23 pips. So you see what I'm saying? Like, my ratios were off heavily trying to trade like this. It just wasn't right.
So you would align like the long entry. What's that called?
That's a long.
Yeah, long. So you always use the 1-to-1 ratio.
Yeah,
you wouldn't use like the stop loss at structure. So
yeah, I'm putting my stop loss below the structure right here,
so
which
what
is
I mean is the bottom line. So
which is right here. That's the
0.26.
yeah 0.24. Yeah, that's the structure right there that I'm putting my stop loss under.
Okay, but that's not 1-to-1 though, right?
It is 1-to-1, but I wasn't actually holding my trades up to the top of the TP to make it an official 1-to-1.
Oh.
I knew in my mind, because I was getting in so late, my brain just wouldn't even let me hold it. My brain wouldn't even let me hold that trade that long.
To TP.
Yeah, to TP. So I was getting in. I knew I was getting in late, so I was scared. So that's what the problem was with that. And long term, that's not going to win. It's just not going to work. All right. This one did. Like I said, I got some that worked. I found some that worked, but trust me, long term, it's not going to work. And plus, like with this, you're so focused on a crossover. You're so focused on what the stochastic doing. You're going to miss supply and demand zones. You're going to be missing breaking of structure levels. You're going to be missing the main things, the meat. So the next phase of my strategy, I stripped everything away, team. I stripped everything away. The only thing I kept was the 50 moving average. And to this day, your boy still trade with the 50 moving average. I let go the stochastic. I took away the EMA. The only thing I did with the EMA was let me bring it back. I made the EMA a 200. So now I use the 200. And I don't sit on a 30-minute chart trying to do scalping moving average crossovers. So I sit on the 4-hour to the hour chart, and I just kind of see how we're positioned. All right. And so now this is kind of like where I'm at now. And so then I picked up, but I did pick up the MACD. The MACD shows me that momentum. You see what I'm saying? Like, it shows me when price is cutting through that histogram. When price is cutting through there, breaking through there, you got momentum. But you got to be at structure, though, for that to make sense. You can't just be in the middle of nowhere. You want to be at structure when it's doing that. So when that was doing that, we was breaking this structure right here. So boom, you go ahead and jump in that buy. You know what I'm saying? You know you got that momentum. It's busting through that histogram. Look at how that histogram is getting big. So I did keep the MACD. All right. And I kept the EMA, the 200, to kind of know where the bigger trend is, where we're sitting at. But I don't keep it on my chart, though. But I keep the 50 on my chart. And then I started focusing heavy on Fibonacci. See, Fibonacci was the thing that I was running from. That was the last piece that I needed to learn. Team, the thing that you're running from is most likely the thing that's going to give you your breakthrough. All right? So the Fibonacci was what I was running from. It was too complicated. It had too many layers to it. And my brain just didn't want to take the time out to dissect all of that. But eventually, I stopped running from it, and I got a breakthrough. All right?
Colin said, what separates consistently profitable traders from the rest long term?
Hold on, repeat that.
Colin said, "What separate consistently profitable traders from the rest long term?"
Okay. So what's going to separate us is that a profitable trader knows how to stay disciplined. All right? A profitable trader knows how to stay disciplined. See, I want to say a profitable trader can stay disciplined for the most part the whole month. It'll look like 11 trades, 2 losses. Like, that's a pro trader. Like, they're going to take losses. But it's going to be like win, 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 win. And then they took a couple little losses. One of them was probably like a nice size, regular loss. The other one might be they cut it short. So you see like a very little loss on there. And then they'll go back on another hot streak. Win, 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 win. You feel me? That is going to separate, a novice trader versus a profitable trader. So let's see here.
Marcus said, "Do you prefer breakout or retest?" I like a good retest myself. Like confirmation. Breakouts, that's too risky for me.
Hold on. All right, guys. What I was looking for something. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I really gotta find this. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, Zion. So last year, during like the late 2024, man, I remember just AJ just straight up breaking through it, not retesting. I'm like, bro, I'm missing so many trades because of it. But that only be with AJ.
Okay, look at this. All right, guys, look at this. Can y'all see that? Is it better if I make it darker? Oh yeah, it's better when I make it darker like this. All right, guys, look at this. How to make $100,000 trading forex. $100,000 in 2 months. All right. Now, the person that asked me what separates them, watch that video. Okay? Because I literally break down and show you all of my wins for the entire 2 months. The win streak is crazy for consistent, profitable traders. The win streaks are crazy. There is losses. I showed all of it. I literally showed all of it. But you will see that I go on crazy runs. And that's what you have to be able to do. You have to go on runs. You have to be able to lock in. You're not going to be able to... Oh, you bumped that. You're not going to be able to lock in 100% of the time. We're just humans. We're not robots. The thing that keep you when you're not locked in or when you make a little mistake is risk management and not getting greedy. Okay? That's going to keep you when you make unforced errors. Okay? So that's pretty much it. So check out that video. See, in the beginning, I was winning, losing, win, lose big, lose half of everything that I made. I would lose half of everything I made for the week. One trade just took it out. Because I would either get in too late, not following my rules, not following my trade plan. Or I take 2 trades already, but I wanted more. And I wanted more. And the trades came easy for London session. They came quick. But guess what? Because it came so quick, I wasn't satisfied. Like, ooh, man, I got some more energy. I want more. When really, I should have just took my butt back to sleep and rested up and said, thank God for that beautiful trade day. But I wanted more. So boom, you end up getting caught. See, you're not going to beat the market all day long. There's not going to be just insane amounts of trade setups all day long. You're going to get caught if you keep standing there, keep pushing it. You're going to get caught. Trust me. So a profitable trader is going to understand that, and they know when to back off. Even if their trades came in 5 minutes, they understand that concept and they know when to back off. They understand less is more. So that's all I'll say about that. I could talk all day about that. Hey y'all, let's get the stream likes up to 80. Can we get 80 likes up in here? Hit that like button and share this live. Let them know your boy is in the building, lacing y'all up, dropping the gems. I got y'all, and I'm answering any questions that you have. All right. So share this live on social media, please. We trying to get to 200. We trying to grow, y'all. I ain't on here just to be on here playing. We trying to grow. If your boy grow, it's endless what we can do together, what I can do for y'all. For real. For real. We got new people on here. All right. Shout out to the new people on the stream. We get new people on every time. All right. But that's going to be because of the consistency of the grind. And then my faithful people holding me down. So shout out to all the new people that I'm seeing. All right. I'm for the people. Look, we can go ahead and meet up together somewhere. You feel me? If we grow, let's meet up together. Let's hang out. Let's do some hangouts. Let's trade. Let's do what we got to do. We can do all that together. I'm for the people. I'm reachable. You feel me? All right. We got any other questions?
No, not really.
All right.
You just commented.
Man, look. Check this out, y'all. Man, my son has been killing it. Y'all know my little son Roman. Check this out. Check this out. This dude golf swing is on fire right now. Bro, that shot was fire.
Good shot.
Like, do y'all see him? Y'all see him hitting that? Hold on, replay that. Replay that. Look at him stand up. Smack that boy. Stop playing with him, son. Stop playing with him. Get him, son. Get him, Roman. Roman ain't playing with him. Okay. He hit that one in the ground a little bit. He smacked that one. Come on now.
Good shot, son.
He smacked that one. And then, he grinded. He grinded. Man, I wanted to show y'all that, man. I'm proud of that dude for real. I am so proud of him, man.
You take 1 or 2 trades a day, right?
Yeah, so one or two, but if I see another opportunity that's look good,
because we trade 3 sessions.
So yeah, so look, so I'm gonna wake up for London session, 1:00 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm mark it up and I'm gonna send it out to the team. Boom, trade setup. It might be GBP JPY and GBP USD for the most part. All right, or it might be just one of them. All right, I'm gonna send that out. We're gonna sit back and wait for those to move. I'm gonna give you the entry point, all of that. All right, we're gonna wait for that boy to move. All right, it might move at 5 o'clock. It might move at 3 o'clock. I don't know when it's gonna move, but we set our alerts and wait for it to move. All right. So then when we take that trade, and that trade might move at 9 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock, it might move in New York. All right. But listen, if it ends up moving in London session, then that's one trade. So then that same setup that I give the team is gonna still carry over to New York session. It may be a pullback and a continuation, or it may be a complete reversal. But I gave you the blueprint in London session. So when New York comes, we still got the same blueprint. It's the same framework. All right. And then sometimes like London might make it shoot out where it don't even come back, and we can't get in for New York because it never came back to us. See, that's how we're disciplined in as a team. We're disciplined. If it don't come back to us, we don't touch it. All right. So sometimes that happens. So that's just one trade. So then if it does pull back, or I get another opportunity from the setup from London in New York, then that's two trades. So then after that, I fall back, because then I'm going to come back again for Asia session. And if for Asia session, I'm trading AUD JPY. All right. Now, not all the time I find a trade setup. Like just today, I caught out a signal for GBP JPY during Asia. Just today. Y'all should have been there. Y'all should have been in the group. Y'all would have been able to catch it with me. But nevertheless, we caught it. It was a great move. And I'll show you what's popping with it. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hey, I need you to okay, yeah. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm having technical difficulties over here. Always having some technical difficulties. Let me see. I'm over here struggling, y'all. But you know what? Hey, I'm gonna get better. I am going to get better. All right, but I wanted to show y'all the stuff.
Good shot.
So this is the signal that I just called out. This is what they look like. Y'all know what signals look like. But we called out a GBP JPY because I want to show y'all this, and then take you to the chart. So this is what they look like. So GBP JPY, and you definitely got
Good shot,
time.
son.
You got time to catch it. All right. Buy limit. It's a buy limit. I only do limits, as you can see. A buy limit. I did do yeah, this one 2. Caught 10 pips on that one. That's AJ. For the most part, it's AJ is what I send out. And then I'm giving you notes. If price gets around 8 to 10 pips, start to lock in profits and move stop loss to break even. Because we're scalping. We're not swing trading. We're not day trading. We're scalping these signals. I said, if you see price coming back close to the entry I gave you, but don't look like it's going to hit it, just manually enter the trade. All right. So that's the way we roll. So this is the GJ one. So what is that? 199363. This is what it end up looking like. 199363. So let's go to the charts and take a look at that. So 199363. Was that was GJ, right?
We called GJ today.
Yeah. So that's right here. So 199363. Right here.
For a buy.
Yep. This is what we caught. Right here. And I mean perfect entry too. Perfect entry. And you can see it's still up there. So it's up 29 pips. I was only going for about 20 pips. I didn't think it was going to keep going that high. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to keep going that high. I thought it was going to pull back. When I saw these wicks popping up here, I thought it would pull back. Like we did catch it, and I thought I'd be able to catch it, and then it was going to drop. So I was ready to catch the sale, like right here. So I was ready to catch a sale. Bam, drop back down here to the 50 moving average, and I was ready to catch it about 20 pips that way. But it didn't happen like that. But it still might drop, y'all. It still might drop. So what I would say is mark this chart up like the way I have it right now. Like pretty much right here. And if price ends up breaking through here, that's definitely going to be a sell there. So definitely screenshot that and mark that up. But as far as the buys, we already caught this already. Or some people are still in it, but I'm not in it. But this is the buys from here. So you don't see. I used to buy up here. You don't want to be buying up here. This is too late. Do you see how I caught it right on this pullback? Was that one of the questions somebody said? What type of trader are you? Breakout or retest? You remember who asked that question?
Yeah, I think it was Marcus.
Marcus. Did you ask that question, Marcus?
Yeah, Marcus said, do you prefer breakout or retest?
Retest. Mm-hmm. Retest. I can catch a breakout. But I really prefer for most traders is the retest. Would you say? The breakout is risky. You got to be really educated, and your timing has to be impeccable. Your timing, you cannot be second guessing yourself, thinking about it too much. Like, you got to go for it, and you got to have a reason why you're going for it. You can't just take it off of a whim. Oh, I think it's going to, like, you got to have a reason why you feel like what is your confluences? You know what I'm saying? What are your rules behind you taking this breakout? You got to have that. If you don't have that, don't take a breakout. All right. So I caught that retest right there. Boom. Call that signal out. We up in there. Cha-ching.
Speaking of you saying breakouts, can you use the Fibonacci for some breakouts?
Can I use the Fibonacci for breakouts?
Yeah, for some.
The Fibonacci, yes. So
Some of the levels.
So you can use a Fibonacci for breakouts. So I would say, if I was to mark up, let me see. Let me do this one. All right. And let me replay this so you can see it clearly. Okay. So what I did right here was mark up a low point to the high point. All right. Now, sometimes you can catch from the 23.6 to the 38.2 between the green line and the white line. All right. You can catch a breakout through there. Like but see, sometimes it blow right past it. But like, what I'm saying is this right here. Do you see how what I notice is if you can identify that it's holding at the top, which is this demand zone, these two blue lines right here, these two blue lines right here. If you can identify that it's holding, you can catch a breakout from the green to the white on the Fibonacci level, on my Fibonacci, the way I have mine set up. You can catch a breakout from the green to white. That's a scalp right there. 8 pips from the green line to the white line, taking a sale. Basically, it'll look like this. It'll look like that. But that's only if you can identify that price is rejecting the demand zone up here on the Fibonacci scale. And you need the Fibonacci to know where you're scalping to, where you're taking the breakout to. So that's how I could take a breakout on the Fibonacci. Also, another way to take a breakout is if price... Nah, that's probably the best one. That's probably the best one on the Fibonacci. On the Fibonacci retracement. The Fibonacci extension is a different story. That's a different beast right there. All right. So this is all JPY. All right. So I want to say, for everybody that's on here right now, here's a trade opportunity. All right, guys, here's a trade opportunity for you. So what we're looking for is a break, which that's what it's doing right now. And then we want a retest. And then we want this thing to go up. All right. So what we need to see right here is we need to see this candle holding. We need to see this candle hold bullish above this this yellow line right here. This entry point. All right. We need to see that green candle hold bullish above this line. All right. So then once it does that, make sure you listen to me clearly. Once it does that, it needs to retest back to the yellow line for us to take an entry for a buy. So that's what I'm looking for right now. Mr. G said, okay, cool. I know FX Replays uses TradingView as the default, so I wondered if it would be the same process. What is he asking? Is he asking another question above?
Yeah, I think he retracted it. Like he deleted.
Oh, he deleted his. Okay, so I know FX Replay uses TradingView as the default. Oh, back testing. Yeah. So yeah, so that's what it uses. I mean, TradingView has the replay feature for you to back test. That's what it does. And you have to have the paid version, I believe. You have to have a paid version to really back test like you need to. If you're serious about your trading, then you need to have the back testing feature for sure. 100% you need to have it. Zion said, so now I don't necessarily need to wait for London session. Well, I still trade for London session too. Like,
is he referring to back testing?
No, Zion's talking about this signal that I'm putting on the chart.
Oh, okay.
So
My bad.
if this works out tonight, Zion, what I'm gonna do is take that money, get done with my live, go take a nap, wake back up at 1 o'clock, and trade as normal. Jaybird 1986. Hey, please share the live. Please tell him that, hey, my boy Jay Wayne is live right now. Go check him out. He teaching us how to day trade.
Create some stories on Facebook and stuff.
Hey, y'all, thank y'all for the 70 likes. I really do appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. And if you just tuning in, sitting back and duck back and you're just watching this live, hey, go on and hit that subscribe button for your boy. We trying to grow. We trying to grow. I got you. I'm telling you, I got you.
Hey, hold on, Dad.
Huh?
This is important for the AJ.
What?
That markup is based on the 1 hour, right? Or the 30-minute.
Oh, I think we good on the 30-minute. Yeah, I think we're going to be good because it's really pumping. It's really pumping. Off the Grind said, are we live every night? Go ahead and post in there how often we're live.
All right.
All right, guys, that's what we're waiting for. That's what we're waiting for. So at 11:30, we're going to check back at it and see what is it doing at 11:30.
Hey, respect, Jay, bro. Respect.
All right, we're gonna check back at 11:30. Man, let me know. Hey, y'all, let me know what y'all think about this joint right here. Yo, my whole life changed. My whole life changed. Ever since I stepped into the trade game. Ever since I walked away from the gangbang and started living for the Lord, my whole life changed. My whole life changed. My whole life changed. Ever since I stepped into the trade game. Ever since I stepped away from the gangbang and gave my life to the Lord. Yeah. So y'all hear what it's saying? It's saying my whole life changed. My whole life changed. Ever since I stepped into the trade game. Ever since I walked away from the gangbang and started living for the Lord, my whole life changed. My whole life changed. My whole life changed. Ever since I stepped into the trade game. What y'all think about that one? Y'all think I'm on to something on that one? My whole life changed. My whole life changed. Ever since I stepped into the trade game. Ever since I stepped away from the gangbang and started living for the Lord, my whole life changed. Yeah. I started living better, thinking better, moving better. Now I'm doing better. The Lord walked me through my struggles, that's my biggest stepper. I left the streets and leveled up, I know that's forever. We say hallelujah, we say holla mercy. Lord have mercy on my soul, he took away my worries. We say hallelujah, we say holla mercy. Lord have mercy on my soul, now you see my glory. My whole life changed, my whole life changed. To the, ooh, yeah, I'm thinking. Look, I'm thinking. I'm saying I started living better, thinking better, moving better. Now I'm doing better. The Lord walked me through my struggles. That's my biggest stepper. I left the streets and leveled up. Now I'm blessed forever. We say hallelujah. We say holla mercy. Lord have mercy on my soul. He took away my worries. We say hallelujah. We say holla mercy. Lord have mercy on my soul. Now you see my glory. My whole life changed. My whole life changed. Ever since I stepped into the trade game. Yeah. I think that's how we rocking, y'all. Let me know. Let me know. My whole life changed. My whole life changed. Ever since I stepped into the trade game. Ever since from the game bang and started living for the Lord, my whole life changed. My whole life changed. My whole life changed. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. Let me know what y'all hearing on that one. I started living better, thinking better, moving better. Now I'm doing better. The Lord walked me through my struggles, that's my biggest stepper. I left the streets and leveled up, I know I'm blessed forever. We say hallelujah, we say holla mercy. Lord have mercy on my soul, he took away my worries. We say hallelujah, we say holla mercy. Lord have mercy on my soul, now you see my glory. My whole life changed, my whole life changed. Ever since I stepped away from the, ooh, yeah. I think that's it. I think that's enough heat. I think let's take a break on that. I went crazy for a minute. I'm feeling that. We about to drop some joints this year. I'm thinking not this year, because they kind of seeing the process of this year. But next year, we dropping joints. All these joints that y'all hearing, what's up? All these joints that y'all hearing me play on these lives, like these joints is dropping. Like I'ma fine tune it, but these joints is dropping next year. These joints are dropping next year. All right, y'all. Any we just trying to wait for this we trying to wait for this thing to happen. This trade to develop. Yeah, my whole life changed. All right, team. Let's pause that right quick. So, all right, let me tell y'all something. So I used to like feel like price is not going to come back. So anytime that I see some kind of red candle, I get in, even if it's up here. And then just to see it come back an hour later. So I'm in drawdown like crazy. So now I'm forced with a decision to take a second entry right here. A second entry. I'm forced to make a decision. And sometimes in the past, I would have taken a second entry while I was in drawdown, because I was still thinking that it was going to come back up and I would make money on the way up, even though I was in drawdown on the initial position. See, that's what a pro trader is not going to do. A profitable trader is not going to trade like that. They don't think like that. Matter of fact, even though they don't have all the money they want in their trading account, they're still not desperate. They're still not desperate. See, even though rich people got all the money and they still have goals, they still want stuff. They still, you know what I'm saying? It's like they never can get enough. The only time you can feel like you are complete and satisfied is when you live for something greater than money. I live for God. So I have values that's greater than money, the interest that's greater than money. So I can be satisfied with less. You see what I'm saying? But most people aren't like that. So pro traders and profitable, disciplined traders, right? They are going to wait for price to come back. They're not desperate. They're going to wait for price to come back no matter how long it takes. And if price doesn't come back and it's outside of their trading hours, then they just let it go. They're not desperate people. That is part of how you're going to become profitable. Understanding that concept. It's Cash J said, thank you for all of the education you provided over the years. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, one thing that I don't like is when it shoots out to take profit. So right from the gate, it just shot straight out to take profit. No pullback, See, I wanted this candle right here. I wanted this candle to be a pullback candle. But it shot all the way out to take profit. So now what you have to understand is when price comes back down to the entry point, it might not get all the way back up to TP. It might not get all the way back up here. So as price come down here and we take entry, once it get halfway to TP, you better start locking in profits and you better start watching it very closely. It is not time to eat sandwiches and drink coffee. It is time to focus. All right, so just so you know that. All right. So at London, Jay Bird said, am I trading London open tonight? So I'm going to get off of this live and I'm going to head over to Discord on the mentorship and I'm going to find my trade setups and I'm going to post them for London session. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm usually off of here at around 12 o'clock. I try to, CST, Central Standard Time. I usually try to be on here from 10 to 12, answering any questions that you have. All right. Now, somebody said, why not all USD? Because all USD, it's no money in that. I like the Sydney session and the Asia session. They're close, right? They're neighbors. The Sydney session, the Australian session, they're like closer than what the New York session to what the Australian session would be, right? Think about it. So I would rather trade a pair that's more volatile, that I can get more pips on, which is going to be AUD JPY. So that's why I pick AUD JPY versus AUD USD. All right, any questions?
Yeah, Jay Bird said one thing I've been having trouble with is understanding session highs and lows. Are those the kill zone ranges?
I don't know about no kill zone ranges, but I will tell you, all you gotta do is go to indicators and type in sessions. And I type in sessions by Vedas. All right. So add that to your chart. Okay. So now I want you to go to the hour chart. And now you have sessions on your chart. All right. Let's go back. Now, I don't know if you can see it on screen, but Asia is blue. London is green. And New York is red. And orange is the crossover between London and New York.
Is this a free indicator?
Yes, this is a free indicator on TradingView. It's called Sessions. TradingView is free, and this is a free indicator, so there's no reason why you shouldn't have this. All right?
It's a great help. Or you could just look up on
now,
baby pips.
Yeah, so but they don't want the trading session times. They want the high and the low of the trade. He's having problems with finding the high and the low of the trading session, not the times.
Oh, okay.
So he wants the high and the low. All right. So the blue is going to be your Asia session. So you're going to go ahead and put a line right there. And I'm going to make it white. And then this is the low. All right. So now we can go ahead and replay this. Here is your high and low of Asia session. All right. And so Jumbo said it only limit for 2 indicators.
Yeah, on unpaid.
If you are a beginner, that is all you need anyway, because you really should be putting your time into learning candlestick patterns and market structure and break of structure and change of character and all of that type of stuff and supply and demand. You don't need indicators to learn that. All right. Now, if you are an advanced trader, then you should at some point made a couple dollars for you to be able to afford $30 a month to have more indicators. But you really don't need a bunch of indicators. I mean, 2 is enough, to be honest with you. And then, see, the thing is, you can put a 50 moving average on your chart, and you can put sessions on your chart. Now, put sessions on your chart, and then go ahead and mark up the high and the low of that session. Then take sessions off of your chart and put another indicator on. And you can rock it like that. Now, I don't necessarily need to know the sessions of my, like the highs and the lows of my sessions. I don't need to know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't need to know that. But if that's the way you want to trade, then that's how I would do it. I'm CST UTC 5 Chicago. I'm a UTC -4, -4, UTC 4.
Chicago as well.
I'm Chicago as well.
Yeah.
So right now it's 11:42.
Man, Jimbo, honestly, I want to say
Look at this. The sessions that I marked up. Look at that boy pulled back all the way back.
what session did it pull back to? Like
The session that it was for Asia session that I marked up.
it's always London, bro.
Hold on, no. It was Asia that I marked up, but it ended up pulling back at Asia the next day.
Oh,
It ended up pulling back at Asia the next day, and it retested and shot up for like a bunch of pips. The blue is Asia. So I found the sessions from this group right here, and then it pulled back right here. That's funny. Y'all want to back test highs and lows of sessions together? Y'all want to do that before we get up out of here? And see how that works out?
hey Jimbo, real quick to answer that question, I want to say London is when the market kicks the most.
But lately it hasn't though. Lately London has been slow.
Yeah, or that, or either New York. Shoot, sometimes I just want to say, man, wake up at some 6 o'clock, then trade.
See y'all, my son, he don't want to wake up for London. London is the beginning of the day. You get your setup for London for the rest of the entire day. For the rest of the day. So I wake up for London, I find my setups, and then I go back to sleep, and I just wait for price to break my areas because I put alerts up. But you just want to sleep completely through the whole thing and then just wake up in New York, and it's like you miss so many pivotal moments, so much understanding. So then when you wake up for New York, you have to quickly go back and try to process all that happened. But for me, I set up my trade setup from London. I started at London. I went to sleep. I took a nap. I woke back up during London to take a peek at what's going on. Went back to sleep. If nothing happens, nothing happens. Now I'm back in New York, haven't lost the beat. That's how I do it. That's how I do it. But if you can wake up early enough, maybe you can wake up 2 hours early before New York session opens up, and then that'll give you time to get some coffee and process what happened in London. You can do that as well. But you just may notice that you missed a lot of money during London session.
There's only been like 3-4 instances.
But that may be the trade-off that you're willing to take for your sleep.
I got golf to do.
He talking about he got golf to do.
London staying up during the night.
I'm trading London session. I'm waking, and then I'm gonna go to sleep, and then I'm gonna wake back up for New York session, and then I'm gonna go take another nap, and then my kids gonna be getting home from school. I'm gonna go mess with them, and then before I know it, it'll be time to trade for Asia session, and then I'm gonna go back to sleep, and I'm gonna do it all over again the whole entire year until I hit a brick wall. That's why I'm just built different. I'm just built different.
But like, you need to have a whole entire week off mentally, physically.
I'm just built different, bro. I love, like, this is bro, I'm just blessed to be able to have this as my job.
Quarterly, every week.
Like, I really sleep for real. You probably look at me like, you round the clock, dad. Like,
To be honest,
I'm really round.
function.
Bro, I don't know how I function. It got to be the Lord Jesus Christ. But I mean, I'm so used to it now. This is what I do.
How was it in the beginning?
So when I first started trading, they told me that you're going to wake up for London. Bro, I've been doing this for 9 years.
Well, so you basically.
I've been on fire for 9 years.
So you basically had adrenaline for like.
Bro,
3
my
years.
body, I've been having.
And then it just coped to just.
Yeah.
It's normal.
Nah, it's just normal.
That's great.
Yeah, how many?
Yeah.
Jay got insomnia for the pips.
Bro, that's crazy.
For real, bro. Like, I've been on fire for 9 years, bro. And like, okay, I do hit a brick wall. At some point, I do hit a brick wall. But I probably go 2 months before I hit a brick wall.
I was about to say 3, but yeah.
My son say 3 months. Yeah. You know, eventually you're gonna get tired and you can't function. I know it's bad for me when I get delusional. Like, I get insecure. Like, I'm just being honest. When I'm sleep deprived, I get very insecure. I be questioning everything. Like, I don't feel like I'm myself, that I could just bust through a wall. I could do anything, bro. Stop. I can do anything. I can accomplish anything. Like, when I'm sleep deprived, I don't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? And then I be like, it'd be weird because I be having like outer body moments. It'd be like, man, it'd be like questioning myself. Like, what am I doing? Like, that's how I know it's time to go to sleep. And I might do that I might sleep for like 2 days. Not straight, of course, like a coma, but like I'll just be knocked out. Like, you would catch me in the bed pretty much hours on hours till I can get my rest, and then I'm back at it. What's the name of the sessions indicator? So there's no settings for it. So all you have to do is go to indicators, type in sessions, pick the one that says Vedas, add it to your chart. All right. And once you add it to your chart, there's no settings. It is what it is. I don't know what Trade Locker is. I'm not on Trade Locker. I'm on Trading View. So go to Trading View. I don't use Trade Locker. All right. So I prefer to talk a bit about GU, sir. That's hold on. So So GU. All right. Let's look at GU. Shout out to Zion. Zion been killing it. So what's going on with GU? Let's look at GU on the daily. All right, we got GU on the daily. All right, and all right, team. So here's GU. Trade Locker uses TradingView platform. It's on the Hero FX broker. No, so Jaybird, just go to TradingView. Like, you can get it. TradingView is free. Go to tradingview.com. Hold on. Here, I got you, Jaybird. Watch this. All right. Right there. All right. So go to TradingView and click on that link and sign up for a free TradingView account. Click on that link. All right. Now, you want to use TradingView to backtest. You can trade demo on TradingView. You might not see your broker on TradingView, but you can trade demo on TradingView. But what I suggest you do is this. I suggest you open up a demo account or you may already have one. Open up that demo account and use that you already have with your broker account. All right, that's fine. Then I want you to go to TradingView and I want you to mark up your charts. We use TradingView to mark up our charts. We use MT4 or MT5 or TradeLock or whatever you're using as your broker. We use that to execute the trades. It ain't nothing but a swipe of a thumb to switch between the apps. So I mark up on TradingView, I back test and do the replay feature and look at the sessions. I do all of that on TradingView, and when it's time to take a trade, I just switch over to my app on my broker and execute the trade, buy or sell. That's how you should do it. And they said try it free for 30 days. If they let you try it free for 30 days, definitely do it. All right, so GBP USD. All right, let's see what's popping. So mark up this golden zone. Because right there, see that? So you got to mark up the golden zone because that's where price is at. All right. I wouldn't tell you to mark it up if price was somewhere. If price was somewhere else, I'd be like, we don't need a golden zone, but we need the golden zone. All right. Now we're waiting for price to break above the 50 moving average and the golden zone to come back and then retest and buy. And we'll buy it up to the demand zone. That's what we'll be looking for. Hey, shout out to Trey's house. He said he own it. He own it. Hey, you know, if you know, you know. Like, if you know, you know. If you on fire, you on fire. Like, some people is not on fire, or some people just don't got that same level of fire that some of us have. You feel me? And unfortunately, some people just have jobs to where they got the fire, but their jobs don't let them. Their jobs don't let them to exercise the fire they have for trading, because they work in like as a nurse, or they work as a doctor, or they're drivers. Like, I don't want you to be a driver that's tired from trading all night and then you out here falling asleep on the road. We can't have that. We just can't have that. All right. So Zion said, can we put a trend line up? We cannot put a trend line up because this point has not made a higher high or broken the golden zone yet. So we cannot make a trend line yet. I know it is enticing to put a trend line here, but you can't do it yet. It's not valid. It's not valid. It's potential. It's not valid yet. All right. So in order to catch a sale, you need to wait longer to see what it does here. You need to see if it's going to wick reject the golden zone. Then you can catch a sale out of here. But you're going to have to wait for that. And guess what? If this ends up shooting up here and faking out, it maybe it closes, but then it comes right back down. That's a sell, because it just rejected the 50 moving average. It just rejected at the golden zone. So if it comes up here and shows a wick and reject, and then it comes back through the golden zone, you better sell it. And we can sell that to the green line, the 23.6. What are my thoughts on XAU USD? Got to go to the daily. That's about to drop some more. But I will probably be looking at, because see, look at this. All right. So I would wait for price to break out. Everything is at a golden zone right now. Everything is pulling back, which is nice. Trust me, I don't get tired of no golden zone. The golden zone helps us. Wait to see what price do outside of that golden zone. See that golden zone right there? Boom. You're going to want to wait for price to break up out of there. You get it going and catch an entry when price break up out of there. And then you're going to trade it back down to this demand zone. But you also have to take note that there's a trend line right here. So price may come down here and work its way and then break through here. So you know you got a trend line break right here. But you still got this barrier of this golden zone sitting right here. So just keep a track of all of that. You know what I'm saying? So this is where I will look for entries at around this golden zone. Sell it to the demand zone. Now, if price ends up holding at this golden zone right here that I'm circling, if price ends up holding there and it breaks through, then it breaks through the trend line. The trend line is valid, by the way. It breaks through the trend line. We're going to buy it back up to this green line right here. So make sure you watch that as well. If it break the trend line and retest it, would you take a buy, Jay? Yes. Mike Trades. Shout out to Mike Trades. Absolutely. 36 ounces said go to sell. Yep. Well, I don't know if it's a sell. I don't have a bias, team. Do y'all hear me what I'm saying? I don't have a bias. Like I said, my strategy is FTB, follow the banks. So whichever way they move it, I'm ready for it. I really don't care which way y'all go. I don't care if gold increases or decreases. I mean, in a sense of trading. Now, if you ask me for economy-wise, that's a different answer. But as far as making this money through trading, I don't care which way it goes. King Bird said, heard that. Heard that for sure. Shout out to you. Somebody said, bro, what time is Asia session done?
I answered that. This 5 a.m. EST.
Asia session is done at 5 a.m. So all we have to do is bring up sessions. And Asia session is done at 3 a.m.
Asia.
Yeah, Asia session is done at about 2 a.m. Asia session is done at 2 a.m. Central Standard Time.
ESTs. That's what you asked for.
Yeah, 2 a.m. So 3 a.m. Is that what you put?
I put in 5.
3 a.m. That'd be too long. 3 a.m. So correct. Go ahead and type that in and correct that. So it starts at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So what? 7 p.m. Eastern. And
So 3 a.m.
3 a.m. It's kind of hard to see where is it stopping at. Hold on. It's not really letting me get on there. So yeah, I would say 3 a.m. All right, so that's gold, y'all. It is 12 o'clock, y'all. I gotta get out of here, just so I can take a little break. I'm gonna take a little break here before I start trading with the team. I was like, what the heck is that? It looked like a wasp nest. I'm like, what the heck? But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Hey, we will be back on Thursday. So whatever I missed today, I will come back on Thursday. We could talk taxes on Thursday. We can talk strategies on Thursday. We can backtest strategies. We can backtest futures, whatever you want to do. I'm here for y'all. Let's get back to it on Thursday at 10 p.m. sharp. All right. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And if you're not in the Discord following what I'm doing, we making moves over there. Go and join me over there. Don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And let's make this money, baby. Peace. Team take profits on the move. The movement is real. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. Pips pay my bills.
a day, that's what we catching, Joe. We trade and get paid, that's how we living, yo. Trading is the new hustle, take it to the hood and hustle. You ain't gotta sell drugs no more, trade for a year, buy you a home. Making money as a team, we don't trade alone. Held a trade for a week, 20K from the phone. You can earn while you learn, we gon' teach you the game. IML gon' compensate, cheering status is on its way. I know you see us out state to state, we really out here making waves. Pray before I start the day, 2 a.m. waking up to trade. London sessions got the biggest banks, making deals like Shark Tank. We bless the city in Jesus' name, I build the kingdom, I don't want the fame. I want it free, that's why I trade. I'm not a 9-to-5 slave, I broke out the cage. They try to give you just enough to keep your mind trained. So who you put your trust in, I'm repping Jesus' name. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. Pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. Pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills. I wanted more life, now I got more life. I wanted more life, now I got more life. Living my best life, I'm living my best life. God has been good to me, so I give him my whole life. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. Pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills.